For our special test, we've got our wrist flexor stretch test and our wrist extensor stretch test. So these are both for medial and lateral epicondylalgia. So we'll do our wrist flexor stretch test first. Remember, our wrist flexors, the majority originate from the medial epicondyle here. They run down the anterior forearm into the hands. If we overuse those wrist flexors, we can irritate their origin at the medial epicondyle. So to do the wrist flexor stretch test, we're going to be sequentially adding more stretch through our wrist flexors. We start with the elbow flexed 90 degrees, forearm supinated, and we're going to passively extend our own wrist. We're going to fully extend the elbow, and then we turn our fingers outwards. So we get a little bit of pronation through the forearm, and that's going to add more and more stretch through our wrist flexors. A positive test would be pain at the medial epicondyle. Okay? For our wrist extensor stretch test, so our wrist extensors on the posterior forearm, majority originate at the lateral epicondyle, and we're going to be sequentially putting more stretch through them. So wrist extensor stretch test, we start with the elbow flexed 90 degrees and the forearm pronated, and now we're going to passively flex our own wrist and extend our own elbow and turn fingers outwards again. And positive would be pain at the lateral epicondyle. So for this test, you're demonstrating it and you're just asking the athlete to copy what you do. Wrist flexor stretch test, you're checking for pain at the medial epicondyle. Wrist extensor stretch test, you're checking for pain at the lateral epicondyle.